Hey guys, it's Trident coming at you with another game of hardcore Minecraft. Day 283 of this world. Lots of worlds. And I've never found a trident. But we're gonna go and try to find one today. I say that as if I have not previously been trying to find them. It is alright. I am cheerful. I am not dissuaded in any way. My whole life's ahead of me. And all I need to do is get into a boat and go to an ocean. We're not going to go to the Everest Ocean this time. We're just going to hang a right instead of going through the canal. And maybe see if we can get some drowned over there. That'll also give us an opportunity to explore more in this direction. Although it largely won't be exploration for a while. We will have went almost everywhere this way. That's the problem with staying relatively close to home. Although I've ranged a little far, they tend to be excursions rather than plotting the circumference sort of things. But before long, we'll have to think of what we want to make of this world, since apparently I'm going to keep on living in it forever. But we can't live forever without a trident. First of all, everybody will laugh at us. They'll point. They'll say, look at that guy. His distinguishing characteristic is that he is tridentless. That'll be difficult for me to take. So, we're not going to have to deal with it. We're going to do what we do every day. We're going to put on the song Mountain Jump, because it's my favorite one in the YouTube audio library so far. And get to it. It's important to keep your eye on the prize. Right now, the prize is I left the bundles at home. So the other prize is I don't have clocks. That's fine. I'm kind of at a point now where nighttime is more of a theoretical construct. We'll go through the little... Do I have any buckets? Yes. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and fix this area real quick, since I might have to come here again someday, and I know I can do it in just 2 buckets, right? No, 3 buckets. 4 buckets? That's so many more buckets than I anticipated needing. If there's not a source block beneath it, it's sometimes hard to see, but if you know its sources all around it, that's how you can get at it. If they're in like an indentation that you've knocked in 1 deep, so there'll only be a source above it, even though it appears that around it is all fine. It's all like a whirlpool. And night falls. As we approach these twin peaks over here, they are imposing, but they are no Everest. First of all, the clouds aren't even over the top of them, or rather are over the top of them. Pathetic. But now, it's that time of day again, where we go under the water and search for a drowned. Here's one. Of course, he doesn't have a trident, but it's important for the statistics. And we've got another one swimming around here. And we're going to make our way in his general direction. We've got another drowned. Okay, drowned, 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 all around. And yet no trident, which is okay. They're probably real. I just need to gather more data. Ah, another drowned. This is a great place to find drowned. Now, none of them are giving me what I need, but we are continually getting spawns, or at least the ones that are around are slowly zombieing their way in this direction. This looks like a very, very stylish skeleton. So we're gonna hit him. Same thing here. We got some creepers. Do we shoot them? Yes. In the third person, though. That's the most amazing way to shoot a creeper. And now this one, I think this shot's gonna miss, but we're going to wait till they sit still a little bit. There we go. Shoot the pig, why not? A terrible shot. And that was pretty bad too, because I was trying to hit the creeper, and now I'm out of arrows, so no more archery. I used the title for this stream because I thought it would be funny, but I think it's driven people off because I think I'm actually going to talk about the actual philosophy. Hey, what's up? Oh, hey, Wade. Nice to see you, man. So, as of right now, we have killed 262 drowned. We have never been killed by drowned, and we have never gotten a trident, but today, maybe all of that will change. At the very least, we will change the number of drowned that we have killed, and that is something. We're getting a good number of spawns here, which is nice. We can just slide around. There's another one over there. This is an excellent place for drowned spawns. Really loading up on them. Now, of course none of them have tridents, but I don't think there's any way to manipulate that. I just think, and in a rate of what I could describe as sometimes they have one or not, and then later they do not drop them. That's been my experience, but theoretically they do exist, and I aim to get one. Just the trident. They apparently exist, and I want one. But you can't make them. If I later find out that you can make them, I'm gonna be a sad, sad boy. But we just got done doing a bunch of crazy stuff, going to woodland mansions and stuff. That guy has a fishing rod, which is not a trident, but is still something. He's doing his best. I can't help but think that these drowned would have a better time if they would just send out a guy with a trident. Hey, here we go. So, for example, if a trident is real, it would look like that. You'd be able to throw it at people and have a lot of fun. Drop a trident. Did I get it? No. Alright, so the important thing is never to give up hope. Alright, so we can't craft them. We also can't get one, but that is not a worry. They probably exist. And since I was a World of Warcraft player, the idea that I might have to kill 300 mobs in order to get a thing is not that discouraging. It's not like I'm the first person in the world trying to get a trident. I might have given up by now if that were the case. But there's a rich cultural tradition of people having access to tridents, and I want to tap into it. There's also a rich cultural tradition of hitting squid with swords. That's another thing that I'm interested in addressing. You know, I've got a lot of dreams. I think if you have a trident, you can just like become really awesome at underwater combat, but humorously, it's like when they give you the golden gun and golden eye after you beat the game. You don't need a one-shot kill after you beat the game, and you don't need a trident after you've killed all the drowned for a trident. But I do need a trident, because there's other underwater enemies that are slightly fancier. This one's got a nautilus shell, which are relatively rare, but I don't think I care about them. I'm not going to throw them away. They don't always drop them, even if they're in their hands. I don't think, but there we go. We get one there. The shells are used to make this item that apparently does something sometimes, but whenever I did it, it sat still, which was underwhelming. This is the best trench I've ever found for drown spawns, though. We're going to be able to kill like a couple dozen in this night. Enough to see that quite clearly tridents do not like to spawn. But we'll just go through the whole night. And we'll see if they want to spawn in the daytime too. These trenches are pretty deep, so they could theoretically be far enough from the top where we can still get nighttime spawns. It's hard to say. It's a little superstitious, but it seems like if you find a really good rate of spawning drowned and then you leave, they're never that good again. There's a trident over there. No, I was wrong. It was just the way he was holding his arms. There was kelp or something. Well, we get another nautilus shell, which again would be nice if I cared. I think they would be better swimmers if they paid more attention to the theory and didn't try to swim with their arms above their heads. But that's the thing about zombies. They are very difficult to train. They don't like to take advice. I'm describing myself. I am a zombie. I don't have a trident. I think we got a little miniature one here. He'll be headed our way. We'll just keep the shield up. He should be here in a minute. There he is. He has a nautilus shell. He is rich and tiny. And now also deceased. But we are still getting really good spawns, so there's no reason to go anywhere or interrupt this plan. We're just going to hit drowned here until one gives us a trident. Or until I have to go to work again. Or until I get distracted. Whichever happens first or second. I wonder what I'll do when I find the trident. Will it be like in the revenge movies, where they finally gotten their revenge and they realize that it's hollow and empty? And that actually they didn't want to slay the white whale, all they wanted was to hunt it? It's hard to say. But I'll only be able to know once I get a trident. If I get a trident. They have to give me a trident someday, right? Right? I'm not cracking up. I've just been looking for a trident for a little while. It'll be okay. We can farm up a bunch of experience this way, and then also stuff we don't care about, like copper and rotten flesh. That'll be good. There's got to be a better way. I mean, that's true of anything I do in Minecraft, but it feels like it can't just be that I only have looting 2. Looting 2 is still really good. Perhaps I am, like, doing this entirely wrong. But how would I know? That's kind of cool. Various outcroppings. Not that cool. A little bit cool. It occurs to me that we need some more bundles because we're out traveling, and I don't have any on me, so just a little bit of leather and a little bit of string will do. It'll be night before too long, and spiders will be in abundance, so it won't take too long to get what we need. Six leather, the miracle of looting 2. Ah, well, we're here again, which actually is very functional because I'm going to steal some of the snow to make my other snow prettier. Parkour! Parkour! Oh no! Missed the jump. Not very parkour of me. Yep, we'll just churn through some snow real quick. Real quick indeed. Efficiency 4 makes the snow functionally instant. A big jump from 3. It's the same with like with grass and the like. So, all right, yeah, we're already maxed. But it shouldn't take too long to get a full complement. And sure, we'll obliterate the natural beauty of this place, but that's hardly the first time I have made the world suffer for beauty. Unlikely to be the last. I am cheerful about my influence on the world of Minecraft. Such as it is. But now it's easy to see the cherry trees, so you see, me stealing all of your beautiful snow is actually fine. There's a thing called a crafter. I wonder if I could put snowballs in and make them craft snow blocks out of them. Industrial snow robbery. Acquisition. Industrial snow acquisition. That was the word I was looking for. Robbery implies ownership, and this snow is for the people, after all. But if you hit the little powder and you get snow, then it looks like you could just create that with snowmen inside. So maybe that's the snow farm we were hearing about. Okay, well, I just broke my shovel, which isn't the end of the world. I'll just get another one. But I should have been more attentive. That's pretty careless. But that's what happens when you go through that many hundreds of blocks in a short amount of time. It can really churn through a tool, which I should have remembered. I've broken hoes and shovels like that before. It's harder to break certain other things, like a pickaxe, just because the things that you break won't be exactly instant, although they might be in the nether. But it would be sometimes a little more difficult to ruin them. But it'll be fine. It was just a decent shovel. It didn't have unbreaking on it, which is, you know, why it had limited durability relatively. You know, the real reason I don't have a trident is because I can't stay focused on getting a trident. I always have to, you know, steal snow or go on quests, pick up large or semi-large amounts of flowers, break my shovel. And what I could be doing is hunting for a trident, like I promised. But it'll be fine. We'll get a whole bunch more snow, and then next time we'll go out towards Everest and see if we can find a trident that way. I'm hopeful, you know. Why wouldn't I be? Besides that time when I accidentally broke my shovel and all the other times that this isn't true for, Minecraft's always been good to me. This is a good amount of snow. A couple few hundred snow, it's gonna be really inspiring from a distance. And we're just looking for a spider. So that we can make a bundle, but we're also just sort of running on our way home. It's a tragedy. The grove is being ruined. I don't know who led to this. Alright, good stuff. So we've got a bundle. And we've got pink dye here, so we can get a pink bundle, the best color, unless that is lime. They have terrifying black rabbits. Look at their beady eyes. Alright, with our bundles freshly in tow, we now have plenty of inventory space for anything. Even have space for a trident, should it come to that. But I doubt it will. Parkour! 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 Yes, I made the jump. Magnificent. And now it's time to swim underwater once more. Going vaguely in the direction of home once more. Looking for tridents as always. We'll go overland here a little bit. We'll avoid all of these enemies, 'cause I don't care. They're having like a conclave out here. 3 skellies, one's got armor, a couple creepers, holding court. But we don't have to care about any of that. Because the only thing that matters is getting closer to home. Maybe I should give up. I mean, not like on Tridents existing, or on like the premises of materialism and empirical data gathering, not on that. But just like, for the moment, give up a little bit. Saying I'm going to give up is sometimes the first step towards getting the thing that I needed. But would that be the case? Sophia, you say maybe I should make a drowned farm. Do you have advice on how to do that? Hello, I am well. Just on my my break from work. And the whole time I have not been finding tridents. I'm not bitter about it. I believe. Or rather, I want to believe. But I made cookies this morning, and they were super excellent. I knew they were going to be, but it's still nice to see it for real. Every time it happens, I get excited all over again. I'm like, oh yeah, look at me go. Sort of the feeling I get whenever I kill an Enderman properly. With only taking like 1 hit. I mean, that's not properly. 0 is better. But, it's good to, meet your own high standards. I don't always meet mine. We're just sort of gonna meander towards home-ish. Yeah, I don't really ever look anything up. If people like give me advice, then I roll with that. But I've gotten this far without ever looking up any information on the game. I'm gonna try to keep it that way. I could just try to like think of what I know about drowned. What do they like? Darkness, water. So I could just set up something like that, and take it from there. They appear to spawn more in the deeper part of the ocean, so we could try to go to like the cave under our house and set up like a big cube of creepy water and see if we can get them there. I think it's more fun if you try to figure out what's going on than just looking it up. Although, both things are good ways to be. We've definitely been in this ocean like a lot of times, but there could still be drowned around. At least I think we've been in this ocean. I'm pretty sure that's the Mushroom Island of Mushy Smalls from the past. think those are the mountains of home. Yep, that's the bend of a cherry tree up there. So that's definitely the other side of the mountains of home, the unnamed ones. They used to have other kinds of trees up there, but I decided these are prettier. But I need to think of some other project to get working on. Don't know what it is. Something else to learn and experiment with. People have been giving me some ideas, and I want to work on them. None of them jumped out to me as like, oh, wow, that'll be a great project. That's what I want to do. Maybe I just need to go plant more wheat. Maybe that's what's going on. But I'm afraid to plant too many wheats here in hardcore. You know, that's what would be really hard to take, is losing my farm. I think that was a hole from like 8 creeper explosions, not a native one. But here we are, arriving at home once more. It is gaudy and messy, just like me. And it always feels so good to arrive. We'll see if Doug's got anything for us. Good old Doug. And we bang on the drum to let everyone know we're home. Say hello to Calcite, warming himself by the fire. Garuda the boss, happily receiving his seeds. But we're about to head out again. Here before too long. We've got to get the snow to Everest. But actually, no. As I look at the time, I don't think we're going to do that right now. We'll put the snow there so we'll remember that the snow's inside of it. That's like a thing people do, right? And then we'll go farm just a little bit of experience while I say goodbye. So yeah, it's about time for me to get ready for work again. I know I haven't been streaming for very long, but I basically stole this time away from the workday. I got a slightly earlier break and drove home while following all the traffic rules because I'm a very conscientious person in that regard. And then and jumped right to this. I don't have nearly enough cows here. It's pretty embarrassing how small this herd is, so we're just going to work on improving it. Hopefully no decent person will come and ask to see what I'm doing with myself. And I'll have to show them this pathetic amount of cows, this dearth of cows. Still no golem in the sheep pen again. And why don't I go in a traditional route? There's a carpet somewhere, but it's the same color as the sheep, which makes it difficult to see, which you would have thought I would have thought of. But if you thought that I would have thought of that, you would be wrong, just so wrong. I am not that kind of a thoughtful guy. Kind of thoughts which characterize me are more like, can I get away with doing one more round of experience before I absolutely have to go to work? The answer is yes. We can get away with it. The chicken pen's in terrible shape too. But it won't take long for these farms to reach their former glory, you know. And I need another shovel, so we're going to need to get a lot of experience. And maybe pay attention to the health of this one while we're using it. Maybe. Alright, seems good. Hi, Sid. I'm doing well. Unfortunately, you've caught me right at the end, but you know, since you're here, we'll go say hello to the crew again. But yeah, I'm about to have to go back to work, but we did not get a trident. We went and we picked up a whole bunch of snow, like probably like 600 blocks, maybe slightly more. But we got old baby Moosh. Moosh smells. Don't you hide it on us, Mooshy. Their friendly black dead eyes staring into us. And good old Doug. He gave us a gift not too long ago when we showed back up at home. And yeah, the gang's all here. I put this block of snow over that chest to remind me that I put all the snow in it. So we're gonna go to Everest tonight when we're streaming and make it even snowier. A seed for the boss Garuda. A pet for the Consigliere Belladonna. A pet for Atropa. A pet for Calcite, so warm by the fire. He's such a good boy. And Luca. Ah, Luca. But do I have socks here? I'll squeeze all the time I can out of the stream. Yes, we'll be able to put on socks while I'm sitting here. I have clean socks. I have plenty of them, but my backup socks are in the car, right? Because normally, like, I have this thing. A lot of people have it. I feel better if my feet aren't wet. And when I need to focus for work, it's even more important, so I bring extra socks. But since I did not know I'd be coming home on my break, all my extra socks are either in the dryer or inside of my car, and I am in neither of those places. Although you might think this is artificial background and I am inside of a dryer right now, these are real bookshelves, and the dryer is in another room. But unfortunately, that's just about all we've got. I mean, I can squeeze out a little bit more time for the dance party. But it's coming on the end of it, but I will be coming home tonight after work and trying to stream again. We're going to make Everest snowier. We're going to try to get a Trident again. It's going to be fine. We're going to learn more about the nature of the universe. As of right now, the nature of the universe is that I have killed 294 drowned, and I have never been killed by drowned. I've actually killed more drowned than almost anything. I've killed one less drowned than a skeleton. I've killed 1,400 cow and 3,500 chicken. Before long, I'll have more drowned than normal zombies. I have never been killed by chicken, and I hope that I never am. If I am ever killed by chicken, I'll feel like I deserved it, that's for sure. But as the disc ends, so too must I. I have to find a clean shirt and put on my boots and get out of here. So I'll see you